Did a nice job in that. Did a nice job picking up boot on a couple pressures that were big hits for us. So it was a solid day for those guys in the back.
You're not a guy, I think, who gets a lot of credit as a scrambler or, as some of maybe the younger, bigger quarterbacks. But you scrambled for a first down, and the play where you slipped, you spun out of a sack. Can you take us through that play?
Yeah, it was a really nice pressure that they had. We call it Coffee House 25, kind of backed off and then came around the corner. It was a nice little TT loop game they kind of had going, and was looking down the middle of the field, felt it coming, and was kind of like my only option was to try to set the hook, and it worked for us. Cooper did a nice job of sliding to an open spot and was able to drop it down and get it to him. That was a big play for us just to keep that drive alive, especially since 2nd and 11, the play before, a little bit of a miscommunication with Coop and I on where he was going and where I thought he was going, and that could have been a big one. So it was nice to convert and then go down and score.
When you do that, I'm assuming it's instinctive that you're ducking and going with a different arm angle. Does that pick you up emotionally for the rest of the drive?
It feels cool for sure. I'm not wanting to do that every play, that's for sure. Our guys did a great job keeping me clean, majority of the night. So that was awesome, but that's kind of a way you can contribute at the quarterback position when everything's not right around you, which is going to happen. And it's a physical game. Guys are fighting their ass off trying to keep you clean, and sometimes it doesn't happen. And if I can buy a little extra time and find a guy and make a play for us on 3rd down, keep us on the grass, that's big.
What was it like as an offense, just being able to get Cam going the way you did today?
It was great. I think we kind of felt the rhythm of the game. We're like, man, we're doing a great job up front moving these guys, and it's really just big time credit to the guys up front, guys on the perimeter blocking for them. Great plan from Sean and the coaches to get downhill, get direct on these guys, and then you let him go do his thing in space, which was fun to watch.
The second and third quarters, Matthew, what do you think happened there for kind of a little bit of a slump?
Didn't have a ton of plays, their offense did a nice job of staying on the field, and then one of the drives had a sack, a couple penalties, uncharacteristic penalties to start some drives. We were able to overcome some of them, but some of them, you weren't. And so we'll go back and look at it. There wasn't just one thing, but we're just, I think we had the chance to really jump out big early and really only, grab 10 or 13 or whatever it was, and it could have been 21, and maybe that's, something that, would have given us a little bit more of a boost. But proud of the way we fought today. The NFL is tough to win football games, and in the division on the road, it was nice to come out here and get a win.
You're going on the road. Go ahead.
The first 2 weeks we've asked you about the interception, so now that you didn't throw in today, is there anything you would point to why you had that success today?
No, I just try to take each game as its own, try to, make sure I'm going to the correct place with the ball, and then, in those split second decisions on how to throw each particular ball, and those kind of just happen naturally, and felt like for the most part today we were putting in a good spot.
Going on the road again next week to San Francisco, which played you guys tough. How do you feel like where you guys are after 3 games going into that?
We're continuing to try to get better. I think everybody is in this league. You look around the league, really good teams, really, quote unquote, really good teams. Who knows? We're 3 games in. Everybody's just trying to figure out how they can continue to get better, trying to fight through injuries like everybody is. San Fran plays us tough. They play everybody tough. It's a really good football team. And, they're in the NFC Championship game last year too. So we're, just excited to get this win. We'll go look at the tape, find ways to get better. There's points out there. I'm sure everybody on this team sits there and goes, man, there's a couple plays back I wish I had. And it's nice to be able to do that while winning the football game and clean those errors up.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, I walked up late, but utilizing all the different types of receivers that you guys have and designing those concepts and then executing, is there a bit of a creative process that goes behind that, especially when maybe you're missing a couple of guys?
Yeah, I thought Sean and our coaches did an unbelievable job. We're finding ways to move guys around, mix guys around. Screen game was great for us today. We did a great job. Again, I think we're at our best when when everybody's touching the ball and everybody's got to sit there and defense has to go, man, who are they going to throw it to on this drive, and who are they going to hand it to, or whatever it is. So we were really multiple, and then there's opportunities for me and Cooper to connect on a two here or there that really change the game. So I'm pleased with where we are. We can definitely get better. There's no question about it. There's points out there that we can go get, but continuing to win games, play as a team, on the road was good for us.
Ben Skowronek.
The energy that Brandon Powell brings into the huddle, and he got going early today.
Yeah.
You could kind of feel that energy. What's he like in there with you?
He's great, man. He's such a competitor. I had the opportunity to play with him when I was in Detroit and loved his game and just happy for his success and his opportunities. And I thought he did great in the return game as well today. He's a guy that is always wanting to make a play, always, counting on himself. And we gave him some opportunities today, and some of them hit, some of them didn't. But he's a great competitor for us, like all of our guys. But whether he's catching the ball and running with it or he's blocking on the perimeter, he's giving us everything he's got, and we appreciate that from him.
What'd you notice about Ben Skowronek's impact today between his blocking in the run game and also as a pass catcher?
Yeah, I mean, when we were on the ball, he usually has a nice game blocking, and we did today, so I was happy for him. Did a nice job catching the ball a few times for us as well. Just happy for his role to keep, expanding, and again, like I say, the more weapons we got, the better we'll be.